Hey guys, CoolCheese here, and welcome back to another Destiny video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the exotic boots, the Peacekeepers, and why they are the only way to make SMGs like the Multi-Mach, Shayura's Wrath, and even Borrowed Time effective in high-level PvP. Let's get started by going over what Peacekeepers do. So reading the perk description, reloads stowed submachine guns and allows you to ready them instantly. Improves your handling with SMGs and your movement while wielding one. What does this mean? So there are a lot of bonuses that come within here. So reloading your stowed submachine guns, it's a pretty obvious one. You have a form of auto-loading holster, except it's actually much quicker than normal auto-loading holster. And you can gimmick it to do something called the Nom load, discovered by my friend Namthre. I'll have his Twitch link in the description. And so it is a much more effective form of auto-loading holster that also has a unique gimmick, which is really good for trials and stuff like that. Basically, you can get it to the point where you can shoot like 50 bullets of an SMG without reloading, which on an SMG with 30 in the mag is pretty good if you ask me, right? Moving on, improving your handling. Basically, this gives you Dragon Shadow levels of handling, which is quick draw plus a dexterity mod on the pickup. So that's pretty good. It basically gives you your max handling. So on something like Shayura's Wrath, that has a lower handling stat that doesn't even matter. And on something like Multi-Mach, it's even snappier. It feels like you have Snapshot and Quick Draw. It's really good and really just improves that seamlessness of play with SMGs. Increasing your movement, however, is kind of divided into three main parts. First of all, it gives you the movement exotic buff when you have your SMG out. What is the movement exotic buff? It gives you a 6% sprint speed increase as well as increased slide distance. This is replicated by exotics like Dune Marchers, exotics like Stompies, exotics like T-Steps. And obviously, all three of those exotics are very strong, and so having that for free when you have your SMG out is obviously very good. In addition, when you have your SMG out, you get plus 50 mobility. So if we go back to my build, I have 30 mobility, but because my Multi-Mach is lightweight, and I have Peacekeepers on, I get plus 2 mobility from Multi-Mach, plus 50 from Peacekeepers, and so I have 100 mobility, which obviously is very good to have that really fast strafe speed with a primary weapon. Additionally, Peacekeepers eliminate part of the ADS penalty while strafing. If you haven't noticed this before, whenever you aim down sights on a weapon, you actually strafe slower. However, Peacekeepers eliminates 20% of that, so if I were to take off Peacekeepers and just have 100 mobility, I would still strafe 20% faster with Peacekeepers on, which is insanely powerful, and Peacekeepers do in fact have the fastest strafe speed in the game. They're nuts. And now once again, the only caveat to all of these bonuses, which all seem fantastic, and they are, is that you have to have your SMG out. Which definitely does hurt, because if you have your shotgun out, like me with my duality, you're definitely not going to have that sprint speed, you're not going to have that FOV change, you're not going to have basically everything, right? Which sucks. However, when you have that SMG out, it's god tier. Now that I've explained what Peacekeepers do, let's talk about why they're so important for SMG play. One of the most important things when it comes to playing with an SMG is optimal spacing. If you get too close to the enemy, you're just going to get shotgunned, fusion rifled, grenade launched, even other SMGs, right? And if you get too far from a target, then they're just going to outrange you with 140 hand cannons, pulse rifles, 120s, dead man's tail, etc. And so playing within the 20 to 25 meter range area is extremely important. And having that ability to just be there and have that much flexibility with the increased strafe speed from both plus 50 mobility, but as well as that 20% decrease to the ADS penalty is insanely powerful and probably the best part of the exotic. SMGs need that ability to kind of get out of situations very quickly. And I can overcommit into lanes because I can strafe so fast backwards. It's very nice, and especially with the sprint and slide bonus, I can overextend with my strafe, get the kill, and then sprint out of there very quickly. This exotic is very good at making up for the weakness of SMGs and making them a little bit more forgiving, which is why I think this exotic is mandatory. You could argue that something like Dragon Shadow does a similar job, giving you that max handling, allowing you to reload. However, without that strafe bonus, you really can't challenge with this SMG or any SMG as effectively as you can with Peacekeepers. Peacekeepers change the game. No one can strafe as fast as you. Most enemies can't hit you because they're not used to you strafing that fast. You can overextend, and you can play that effective range just that much better. That makes it such a top tier exotic. Now that I'm in a private match, I can show you guys what the Nom load is. Once again, discovered by my buddy Namthre, the best SMG user in the game. His Twitch link will be in the description. But basically, look, I have 37 in the magazine. Look at the bottom left. I'm going to shoot a little bit so it's not full. And I'm going to swap back, keep shooting. Boom. If you notice that, basically after a couple seconds of firing, it auto-loaded while shooting. And it is on a cooldown. You can only proc it every, I believe, 5 or 10 seconds. I'm not entirely sure. But there is somewhat of a cooldown. However, that ability to spray like 50 bullets with one magazine is very strong. And even if, let's say, you're getting pushed, you don't have time to reload, but you're gonna need a full mag later on in the gunfight, while you're running away, swap your shotgun, swap back, and then you're auto-loaded. Boom. Then I can fight someone here, kill them, keep moving. Basically, you just have that option to get a free reload whenever you want, as long as it's not on cooldown, and so it's really valuable. It's something that definitely not sleep on with regards to Peacekeepers. This autoload glitch, alongside the mobility and strafe speed bonuses, it makes this just a top tier exotic. The quick draw is nice, the sprint speed, the slide distance is really nice, but the strafe, the autoload, that's what makes this exotic top tier in comparison to other classes. You have the ability to ego challenge lanes. If I'm right here, I can go boom. No other class can strafe this fast with any other exotic. I can just get shots out like this. It's going to be very hard to hit me because of how fast I'm moving, and I also get back into cover very quickly. And so for a weapon that requires you to get close, requires you to be aggressive, that is insanely valuable, and why this exotic is top tier. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can use Peacekeepers now, and I hope you are not going to continue using Dragon Shadow or Ophidians because you think they're just as good, but they're actually not. Come stop being a coward. Come to the Titan class. Start punching some people. Anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.